Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. And it's time for my first arena run of the brand new set Kobolds and Catacombs. And I don't know, I think I haven't played Rogue in a while, whatever. Good enough. See what we get. Ooh, the Carnivorous Cube. 4/6 for 5, Battle Cry, destroy a friendly minion. Death Rattle, summon 2 copies of that friendly minion. This thing is amazing. We also have Big Game Hunter, not as cool as it used to be since they increased its cost by 2. And Evasion, because rogues have secrets now. There are about 3, 4, maybe 5 new rogue secrets. Evasion is... so they're all 2 mana. So after your hero takes damage, become immune for the rest of the turn. So that's pretty interesting. It's a slightly inferior ice block, because it's after you take damage, whereas the ice block for 1 more mana triggers before you take damage. It triggers when you would take damage, and you actually negate that. But this still pretty okay as their package of secrets, but we're definitely taking Carnivorous Cube because it's amazing. Craziness. Spellbreaker, Fan of Knives, and Cursed Disciple. He's a 5/1 for 4, and when he dies, he summons another 5/1. He is terrible. He's just 2 Magma Ragers, 1 at a time, for 4 mana. I'm sure, like, that's a sort of strong Death Rattle if you have things to copy Death Rattles, but I'm not concerned about that. Do I take the Fan of Knives or the Spellbreaker? That is actually kind of tough, because silencing is good. Let's take the Spellbreaker. Probably a lot of stuff I'm going to want to silence. Pompous Thespian, Tentacle of N'Zoth, and Kobold Apprentice. It's a 2/1 for 3, which is obviously a terrible stat line, but his battle cry is 3 damage randomly split among all enemies. So he can waste his shots on the enemy hero, but unlike those random bombers of stupid randomness, he does not hit friendlies. So it's a 2/1 for 3, and it casts Arcane Missiles. That's pretty cool. Doesn't benefit from spell power. It's good if you can bounce him and recast him and stuff like that. I kind of like Pompous Thespian, but he's newer, and I think he may still be like the better pick in this row. He's pretty cool. All old stuff. Ancient of Blossoms, bleh. Jade Spirit, Deadly Poison is pretty good, but pretty fun. Let's go with Jade anyway, in case we get that going. Shiv, Arcanosmith, Grim Necro. I've come to not like Arcanosmith so much. The 0/5 shield is too easy to blow up, even though you get a lot of stats from him. So I think I would generally, out of these two, I would pick the Necromancer probably every time. I want the Shiv, though. I don't have anything that does like damage to dudes yet. It's not a lot of damage, but it replaces itself. Let's take the Shiv, actually. I don't usually do that, but Shadow Rager. I was going to say no, but then the choices are like, you do hardly anything, and you are way too expensive, although you do a lot. I think I am going to take the Shadow Rager. Of all the Ragers, at least it's stealth. Like, if you're wondering, if there's any doubt, the Wax Raider treasure card from the dungeon run, not a real card by any stretch of the imagination. It is insanely gross and overpowered. Anyway, Brewmaster, get back my battle cries. Frost Rider, I do like the Frost Rider. I basically never take him. He's a 4/4 for 3, and if he's your only if you have a clear board, he has no drawback. He only has a drawback if you have other minions alive, so he's actually quite good. I think I gotta take the Brewmaster though. Try and get back one of these. Well, not the Carnivorous Cube. That would be dumb because I'd lose the Death Rattle by bouncing him. It'd be a waste. But Spellbreaker, Jade Spirits, Kobold Apprentice, give the Shadow Ranger stealth again. Like, all of my minions benefit from this so far. Sudden Betrayal. Another new secret for rogues. When a minion attacks your hero, instead it attacks one of its neighbors. It's excellent. We're taking that over the other guys for sure. Because that's both preventing an attack against you, and it's potentially killing one or both of your opponent's minions. Like, it's amazingness. Speaking of amazingness, well, okay. Cavern Shiny Finder, he's really good. Holy crap. He's a 3/1 for 2, and his battlecry takes any weapon that's in your deck and draws it. Like, you can set up craziness with this, because if you have like 2 copies of one super amazing weapon in your deck, he's going to give you one of them, unless you've already drawn them both. So that's amazing. Or if you only have 2 different weapons, you have 2 copies of each, that's still, he's going to get you good value. But I think I'd have to take the Plague Scientist. Like, Hallucination is solid, too. Just, it lets you discover a card. That's good. And it's a class card, it's not even neutral. But Plague Scientist, like that, he's a 2/3 for 3, obviously that's not great stats, but giving a friendly minion poisonous on the fly like that, like right before it attacks, is amazing. I don't know that I'm going to get any other weapons that I'm going to want to put in my deck. Because I normally don't take a lot of rogue weapons. I'm sure there are some new crazy ones, but not enough. This guy is a really amazing card, but I'm going to take the Plague Scientist for Arena. There are some existing blades. Shadow Blade is pretty good. Right, 3 mana, you get to do 3 damage to a minion without hurting yourself, or you can use it to do damage to the other heroes too. It's still a 2-attack weapon, or a 2-swing weapon. Precision Blade is also okay. I don't usually like it as much because you got to play something before it to get the good damage. Even then, even without combo, it's still 1 damage, and then you still get the weapon. Shrieking Shroom, the new card though. So 1/2 for 3. At the end of your turn, it summons a random 1-cost minion. If this thing stays alive, I mean, you're going to get pretty good value out of it. Even if you play it the first turn, a 1/2 plus another 3 points of stats from the 1-cost minion, it is just about always going to break even. Man, I should probably take this because removal is better. He's new and fun. No, I'm going to take the Shadow Blade. We're still trying to win. Corrosive Sludge is the big slime. He's a full destroy of opponent's weapon, and he's a 5/5 for 5, so that's pretty solid. Boulder Fist Ogre's still pretty excellent. Death Speaker. There are some crazy legendary weapons in this set. I think, under the circumstances, I may choose him over the Boulder Fist. Like, I don't like some of the other slimes because they're not big. Like, you draw them late in the game. If your opponent doesn't have a weapon, they're just like a piece of crap. This, I can't use it that early in the game, but it's a decent-sized body, even if you get that later on. Death Speaker is also pretty good, but we'll take the Sludge. Elven Minstrel is a 3/2 for 4 with combo draw 2 minions from your deck. Not even just draw 2 cards, specifically draws 2 minions. Also, you could set up a rogue deck that had very few minions, so this was drawing you specific minions, but this is the Arena. I'm not worried about that. Maiming Pod is also draw 2 cards. Doesn't require me to combo a 4-cost card. Currently, my deck's not that cheap. Sunfury Protector is also okay. Let's take the Minstrel, though. New stuff. New hotness. Check it out. Screw you. I don't like Wicked Skeleton. You're a terrible card. You're not a terrible card. Therefore, you win the row. Biteweed. Well, it bites. But is it good? It is a 1/1 for 2 with combo gain +1/+1 for this other card you played this turn. This isn't even a new card, is it? This is just yeah, no, that's Ungoro. I normally don't even notice the set icons at all. I've got to really take a second to wait. Let's see the set icon to actually notice them at all. They're so faint, which I'm sure helps the readability of the text. But no, actually, this entire row is terrible unless I had ways to give my weapon to get a 3-attack weapon, which I currently don't. These cards are both so weak that I'm going to take him, even though I might not get his thing. With his thing, if you can have a 3-attack weapon for him, then he's excellent, but there's no way my deck's going to do that reliably. Geomancer, Jade Swarmer, or Betrayal. I really like to kill enemy minions. I think I should probably take Betrayal. I do have 1 Jade already, though. If I take this, it's 2, which is still nothing, but that's at the point where if you start getting more, they start getting better. You know what? I'm probably going to keep turning down Jade cards because of new cards and stuff anyway. I probably shouldn't have taken the first one. I don't have that much cheap stuff, but no, Betrayal's really good, whatever. Obsidian Shard, Shadow Blade, Obsidian Shard would help trigger, the Buccaneer. I don't have any stuff to make it cheaper, but now I'm looking at that and thinking I should take that just for the chance of getting that 9/9 for 6. It's not worthless. It's not like a terrible card. It's just not the greatest. For a class that already has a built-in weapon. But you know what? No, I'm going to take it. Even though I can get another Minstrel. We know Scalebane's very good. Fungalmancer, 2/2 for 5. Give adjacent minions +2/+2. That's only 6/6 stats total. That is definitely not better than a Scalebane. I don't have anything big and fat. This would only be big and fat if I had the weapon in my hand, of which I only have one, and he'd be a 9/9 for 6. But he can do crazy stuff, don't get me wrong. Old school ooze, destroy weapon and gain armor. Oh, this guy! Oh my god. Well, we're definitely taking this guy. 4/4 for 4. You shuffle 3 ambushes into your deck, but they're still on your side. Like when you draw one of those, you summon a spider. If you have ways to draw more cards to get through your deck faster, you can increase the chances of getting those spiders. Like, oh my god. I guess they can't attack right away if you get them on your turn, which is the difference. Because when your opponent draws the card that from the other thing that gives them ambushes, when they draw it, you get the 4/4 right away. They have a chance to kill it anyway, but they're not expecting it. And then if it gets back to your turn, they can attack right away. I don't know, same difference. Your opponent gets a chance to kill it either way, and he's awesome either way. I don't have that many stealth minions, especially since I turned down the other Jade guy, so this guy probably not so good. Healbot, no thanks. Envenom weapon, amazing. Take evasion, but we're going to take Carnivorous Cube again because it's evasion's okay. Carnivorous Cube, amazing. The green jelly, I saw this the other game, and it's pretty rough. It's like mini Hogger. 3/3 for 5 at the end of your turn. Summon a 1/2 ooze with taunt every turn. That's really good. I would normally take him out of this row for sure. Like, he's really good in the arena. I'm not saying he's great in constructed necessarily. But the deadly poison is good in its own right, and the increased value of it based on the fact that I might be able to use it to get the Buccaneer buff. Or I could put it on the Obsidian Shard, which has more uses, potentially. I think I've got to take the deadly poison now. Another Stormwatcher, that's not the one I wanted. 1/1 for 3, Battlecry summon a 2/3 giant rat. It's the opposite of that crappy, like, 2/3 for 3 that summons a 1/1. Now, I'll give them this. This guy's Battlecry can, if you have stuff that takes advantage of Battlecries, you can get more value out of him than the other one, but it's still a bad distribution of 3/4 for 3. This guy I'm not that fond of. Man, I'm not that fond of this guy, but he is fatness in a sense, so I'm going to take him over that other stuff. Those guys don't do enough for me, and I don't have any fatness. Weapon Lifesteal, not good enough. Vanish is super powerful, but I'm starting to have a reasonable amount of stuff for killing things. I also have a lot of, like, battle cries, so almost my entire deck is battle cries. So the Vanish could be good in that sense. It is a good emergency button, I guess, but man, I don't have that many cheap minions. Like the Twisted Worgen would actually be pretty good, but no, we'll take Vanish. It's a strong card. Boomerang would let me get my Obsidian Shard back. I mean, it's still going to be expensive, but it's pretty cool. And this lets me do the damage to a minion without taking the damage. If you have enough mana to recast the weapon, well, actually, you could attack with the weapon if it has a use left, doomerang it, and then cast the weapon again. Which I guess doesn't make a difference because you still can't attack with it again. Okay, what else we got? Void Ripper. Swap the attack and health of all other minions. Oh, that guy. He's not like some crazy combo or something. Like it's going to be situational, but man, can it be strong in the right situation. He's very cool. I think I should take the Doomerang, even though I only have one weapon that I can actually bounce. Well, you can bounce your, like, crappy hero power weapon, but that's not very good. Is that worth it? This is a good card, but I don't think I got much chance to use it. You know what? I'm going to take the Void Ripper. Also a neutral demon. You get another Deadly Poison. I can get the Jade Shuriken. They're both good at killing things, but this increases the chances of a Buccaneer working. So, yeah, I only have the one Jade card. I'm not going to go after the Jade at this stage. I don't really need another Vanish. This guy sucks. Sudden Betrayal does not suck. My deck's got 3 different kinds of Betrayal at this point. Okay, 2 different kinds, 3 different copies. I don't have many cheap minions. My deck is going to be too slow and I'm going to die. I'd like to take the Hallucination, but I gotta take the Frost Rider. I could also have taken the Croc, but the Frost Rider seems better. I'm gonna be in trouble. Lesser Onyx Spellstone is amazing. Okay, so it's same cost as Assassinate. Destroy one random enemy minion. But if you play 3 Death Rattle cards, it upgrades to destroy 2 random enemy minions. And you can do that again to get it up to 3, which would be amazing. It's got to be in your hand for those to count. I don't know if I have enough Death Rattle minions for that. But more importantly, I've just noticed that my deck is really low on minions that cost less than 4. I have a bunch of stuff for killing, but even then some of it depends on having other minions, so I'm going to take the Swarmer. Since I do have one of the few classes that this is a good card for. You've got to be able to attack with your hero to make him work, but I can do that. So the Shiny Finder, still an amazing card. I only have one weapon in my deck to draw with him. And I don't know, is that worth it? I mean, I do need cheap minions, though. He's a 3-1 for 2. And if I get him early in the game, he's drawing the Obsidian Shard into my hand. It's expensive, but it's still a card. Razor Petal Volley, I don't need that. I don't have the spell damage combos and stuff. So it's these Squid Face is what I would normally take. Well, no, actually. This guy's probably what I would normally take. And yeah, I just gotta take him. Another weapon might be good. Okay, we've got the Cyclopean Horror, who's always been pretty meh. Rummaging Kobold, 1/3 for 3. His Battlecry returns one of your destroyed weapons to your hand. He's an amazing and cool card. Not helping here. He's usually, in a rogue deck in particular, he's usually going to get a copy of my crappy, hero power weapon. Like, why? Why am I putting that in my hand for bad stat line? No. Grand Archivist, on the other hand, at the end of your turn, he's a 4/7 for 8, so he's small, but he's still tough. He's small for 8 mana. He's still tough. And 4 attack's enough. He can still kill things, too, so. He's like, okay, I'm getting a 4/7 for 8. That's not the worst stat line, but he better have an awesome ability. His ability, at the end of my turn, he chooses a spell in my deck and casts it with random targets. Now, if I knew I was getting him, I probably wouldn't have taken the Vanish, because that's scary. That's some scary shit. But on the other hand, every turn he's going to cast either Vanish, Envenom Weapon, Sudden Betrayal, Shiv, which would draw me a card, regular Betrayal, which is only on enemy minions, so that's safe, Deadly Poison, only buffs my own weapon, or Cold Blood, which could go on an enemy minion. That is so interesting. I wish he'd come up earlier on. If I had not taken the Vanish, he'd have no drawback, but we're taking him anyway. He's going to RNG, friggin' vanish my dudes. It is chosen a spell from your deck. I assume that if I have the Vanish in my hand, that's not going to happen anymore. If I've already drawn it. But I don't even know that for sure. I'm always uncertain about those things as they're from your deck, whether it's because some of them seem very weird if they're only work on cards that remain in your deck, but I think that's actually how they generally work. So once I've drawn a spell, he's going to stop casting that spell, I think. Obviously, unless I had another copy still in there. Oh man, crazy new cards. We got to see how the Death Cubes of Death go. Because that gelatinous cube thing is craziness, right? You're getting a 4/6 for 5, which is good stats. Now, as the Battlecry, it is destroying one of your existing minions, but you get to choose. You have to make sure you're getting rid of something weak. So that 4/6, it's like he's slightly smaller, right? Because you are losing some kind of stats in play. You could have attacked with a minion, as long as it doesn't die, you could then sacrifice it, so that's fine. But when he dies, you get 2 copies of that minion, so you get this weird thing where, do I take a big minion? So I double it, but then I'm losing the big minion for now. If it was badly damaged, then that's an awesome deal. Or when it says copies, does it keep their... I don't know if it keeps their, buffs and hit points and stuff. I have no idea. We're not keeping you in the starting hand, or you. We really need some of our cheap minions, of which there are not enough. I've got a lot of 4s in here. I don't know how this... I got to a certain point and oh my god, my deck is expensive. Your deck is Malchazar. the Archivist back. Hooray! Don't get me wrong. Dude's amazing. Not helping right now. I would like to draw one of my 2-cost minions. That's an improvement to my hand, but it's not one of my 2-cost minions. I think I'm going to save that for... Oh, I should have coined him out. I'm an idiot. I forgot I had the coin. I've got 2 4s in my hand. I could coin out one of the 4s, but then I want to play him first anyway. So dumb. On the other hand, I could play him and then, surprise, coin out Deadly Poison and do stuff. So, yeah. It's intentional. Okay, playing him without combo so you don't have to bounce your crab. Bounce your crab is an odd phrase in normal life. Void Ripper. I could flip them both into 3/2s. This helps me how? It doesn't! We're going to play this. He's got no drawback right now. He freezes my no minions, which is why he's actually an excellent card. Even though I have historically not chosen him. Deadly Poison. Kill some fairy dude. Sometimes life's just not fairy, man. Mistress of Mixtures, whereas I'm down 4 health, so it's not the worst. Getting this guy killed, kind of the worst. Oh my, yes. You're on curve. You're gonna give me some free 4/4s over the course of the game? Hell yes. That is amazingness. If I kill her, I get the health my opponent doesn't. On the other hand, if I kill him, that's less damage incoming on the Strider. Yeah. Gotta do it that way, I guess. I guess I could kill her and then flip all minions and turn my guy into a 2/4. Megasaur, not great. This would draw my weapon. Hooray. Alright, you know what? Let's do that. That wasn't actually my plan, but... It could have drawn this as well. I forgot I had that in here, but yeah. You'll draw the other thing. Obsidian. And I'm going to use the Shadow Blade to kill her, removing a source of damage, and healing me 4 while my opponent gets nothing from it. Not the best use of the invulnerability frame from the Shadow Blade, but still the best thing under the circumstances, I think. Witness the power of my 3/1 to make you spend 2 mana and 3 hit points. Nope, not even. Wow, if I had a way to do 2 more damage with him, that'd be cool. I guess I'm going to have to use him and then take 3 damage. I could silence your dude, causing you to lose out on thing. I don't think that's going to be worth it. I think there's going to be a better use to that silence later, although I am giving you a free card. You don't have that many cards. But no, we've got to kill that, so... Boom. Boom. Jade Spirit, and Dagger. Although playing him would have also been good. He would have been out there to control whatever my opponent plays, so I might regret not doing that. We'd have to play him first and then this. Because I don't want a 1/5. That would be bad. Deadly Poison. No, my Jade. Okay. Okay, that's annoying. That guy severely has to die. Because my opponent's not losing durability, therefore able to use the Wicked Knife forever. This was a pretty good draw, though. Die, Knife. Of course, the 5/3 guy's going to kill this anyway, so that sucks. Didn't fully think that through. Probably should have just played this instead, but eh. Yeah, I really should have just played this and this. I just got too excited, but like... Weapon bad, weapon killer. Didn't think it through. Normally I think everything through. Still make mistakes, but normally I try and think them all through. Wow, you got chain bone breaks. That sucks. Yeah, I did not know that exploded. Yes, no surprise there. Betrayal, that would have been good while your guy was still alive. God damn it. This guy will mostly get his ass killed. He might vanish. He won't cast Betrayal anymore because I don't have it. Secret Betrayal wouldn't trigger. I really should just get this guy out, I think. I don't want to play this guy and flip that thing, though. Alright, I'm going to waste the silence. Apparently I should have done so beforehand. I didn't want to flip him to a 5-6 because, of course, I've got a 5-1 here waiting to kill him. I'm not super happy with how this is going right now. Getting him out could be good. He also is probably going to vanish. That is a crazy power, though. Okay. Wow, that would do me a big favor. Let's try it. Or, alternatively, I could Betrayal first and then actually kick ass. Let's do that. I also could have flipped them into 1-5s, or 1-6s. You had one job! You had 2 jobs, had 3 chances, and you did none of them. You piece of shit. What the crap? I don't want to take all this damage. That's so garbage, like mind-bogglingly. If I flip it, it's going to kick my guy's ass. I don't want to take that health damage, though. I really was supposed to attack first, but I was running out of time. Then I was going to screw it up. Okay, so it does count as like a buff that could be silenced, it looks like. Okay, you played Lucky Doe without the thing. Excellent. You put Poisonous on that guy? God damn it. That is ludicrously bad. Free Spider. Excellent. Spider can't attack yet. Not as excellent. Okay. Well, nuts to you. We're going to do this. And this. And we're going to kill that spider first. That is a priority. We've got to remember not to make a new weapon, because I might just be dead anyway, but, like, god damn it. Things gone wrong. My opponent should have 4 less health if I'd done things right. That part was definitely a mistake. Free Spider guy is kick-ass, though. He may or may not work out, but he's probably giving you 2 4/4s for 4 mana. Sometimes he's giving you 4. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, the battle cries. God damn it. Those guys are all gonna... Right, those guys are all going back. Yeah, Death Rattle returns to your hand. You got that out of this guy in this circumstance? That's so bad for me. Alright, well, everything sucks now.
What's this one do?
I take a horrendous beating from these guys. I've got to trade... Sending those guys back is terrible. Sending him back is really bad, because giving one of those guys poisonous is bad. Gotta do that. If he vanishes, I'm gonna really be pissed off. Because these guys are gonna lose. That I took 5 damage for hitting him. But if I'm probably gonna get killed no matter what. Oh, whatever. Let's just go for it. You know what? Go ahead and vanish everything. It's not gonna vanish everything. Okay. Free secrets are good. That's the color, really? The color doesn't look like rogue secret color to me, but apparently it is. That looks a lot like mage secret color to me, because I'm super colorblind. After a friendly minion die, oh my, this guy is the craziest, like, Geist ever. Whenever a friendly minion dies, you add a 1/1 copy of it to your hand that costs 1. She's getting such insane superpowers out of these dudes. Oh, great, and that's gonna waste my sudden betrayal. I just watch it. Nice secret going off logo. Please hit him, please hit him. Nope, you totally wasted my secret with the wax elemental. Game over. God damn it. Super too late. Watch my amazing turn, and then I completely die, and can't do anything. Like, that's an amazing turn. I drew 2 cards, got a 9/9, and all I can do is kill this thing. This thing completely screwed me. Completely screwed by that wax elemental. This guy's really, really powerful, too. Yeah. It doesn't matter. I was super dead. Oh, that's so annoying. Could have had my opponent down to 9. I don't know how I could have won that game, though. That went pretty nuts there. Oh, this new set's going to be interesting. But we'll just have to see if I can come back and actually get some wins next time.
If you like this, please click the eponymous button. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonet Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.